jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h. DimDim Sports Show.
Listening to the best radio station on the planet.
Votre rendez-vous avec l'actualité sportive en Amérique du Nord. Exclusivement sur Kilimanjaro Radio. Dimanche 17h, jeudi 20h.
You're listening to the DimDim Sports Show. Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DimDim Sports Show. DimDim Sports Show is your only sports show on Kilimanjaro Radio, right here, www.kmdradio.com. So right now, just if you want to listen to me, and then later on you listen to the radio, you know what to do. Stream, on browse to www.kmdradio.com. Right, and whether you are in your car, at home, and you want to listen to this radio, this is where you have to go. Okay. Otherwise, if you have a tuning app from your phone, right, iOS or Android, okay, so just look into the tuning app and look for KilimanjaroRadio.com, and you're gonna listen to our great content starting the weekend, and great African music, Afro music, Afrobeat during the regular week. All right. Okay, so like I said, welcome to the Kilimanjaro Radio studio. Right here is the DimDim Sports Show, your only sports show for your African folks. Okay. All right. So today, by the way, if you are on Facebook, so just go on DimDim Biba Facebook. I'm DimDim Biba, your humble host. Okay, so I have a live Facebook from the studio right now, or just subscribe or go to YouTube, to Kilimanjaro Radio YouTube channel, right? This is also another way to follow us on live videos, right? And so just follow us on YouTube, and all the live show are there and recorded, right? So just look for Kilimanjaro Radio on the YouTube. It's a channel. And you see me here right now, live. Okay, so let's start with soccer. Okay, so in soccer, we let's start with the MLS. So why we are the MLS? I know MLS is not your favorite soccer league necessarily, because most of them, if you are really a fan of soccer, you are used to, Europe. You're used to England Premiership, right? You're used to Spain Premiership, Liga 1 with Barcelona and Real Madrid. I know, but there's soccer here in North America also. You know that, right? So, um, you know, they are playing playoffs now, and you know what playoff is. So soccer here is like any association league here, NBA or NFL, where you play your regular league and then you have your playoffs. Basically, playoff is like, like in Europe they call um, you know championships tournament, right? So in MLS, as I told you last week, if you were online last week, we had our fellow TFC team is out of the playoffs, right? They were eliminated by Nashville, right? A surprising one. Anyway, so the next round started in last week, November 29. Okay, so basically Nashville went ahead to meet Columbus. Okay, pardon me. So they went ahead to meet Columbus, and they lost the game. After extra time, they conceded 2 goals from Columbus. Okay, so Columbus is a team from the States in Ohio, and at the 99 minute, Santos scored a goal, and Zardes scored a goal at the minute 103. Okay, and also on the other side, you had that was Sunday on November 29. You had Orlando. Orlando lost to New England. New England is also another surprising team. They played in a play-in. They were pretty ranked low in a regular season, but they're still winning the playoffs. So playoffs is one win, you win and you just go ahead, right? So kudos to them. They just they beat last Sunday Orlando, who was the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference, right? So they beat them by 3-1. Okay, so December 1st. So we go into the West side, right? So we play East, and then the playoffs are divided like that, just like in any association league. The conference are divided East and West. Okay, right? Seattle win over FC Dallas. Okay, and also Minnesota won over Sporting of Kansas City. Yes, and then throughout this, you're gonna discover that in MLS, not only they got players that are not known. Of course, they're coming from North America, States or Canada. They also have players coming from abroad, like notable players that are pretty towards the end of the career, right? You have players like Rooney. So he came down here. Ibrahimovic at some point came down here for LA Galaxy, and yeah, you have like Nani from Portugal. The baby Cristiano Ronaldo, right? And yeah, so many great players. You had like Ambrazo Yongo, who played for Impact Montreal. So many great players. So they're still he used to play, of course. So some of them are playing, right? And also you're gonna discover that we have African background players, or even African players from African countries, teams that sometimes play in the National League, that are playing here and we don't even know. Okay, so we are in the playoffs, and I just discovered for you guys that we have some African fellows playing right now in the playoff. Like today we have 2 games. Okay, so today, what do you have today? Today, I think yes. So today Columbus played New England. Okay, and they just beat New England by 1-0. So the New England fairy tale has ended. So they've matched with Columbus, who was third in the Eastern Conference, right? Toronto was second, but you know, yeah, they lost, so they are out of the picture. Okay, so so we're gonna discover the lineups in Columbus. Actually, Columbus is actually a really good team. They actually won, I think 2 years ago. They won they were first overall champion in North America, right, in the MLS. So they have 3 players. Can you believe it? 3 players from Africa right there. Okay. One name is Nagbe. Okay, Darlington Nagbe. He's from Liberia, right? He's born in Monrovia. So this is actually a player who's born and raised in Africa and came down here to play soccer, right? Okay, and he's already 30 years old. Not that old, but towards the end of the career, usually at 30 years old, you know what I mean. So, and then they also have he's a midfielder actually. So they also have 2 players that are coming from Ghana. Okay. One is Jonathan Mensah. So just Google Jonathan Mensah and you're going to see. He's playing for Columbus Football Club, right, in Ohio. Also 30 years old, born in Accra, right, born and raised. Okay. He's playing central defense, right? And you have Harrison Aful, who is also from Ghana, born and raised in Ashanti, Ghana, and a little bit older, 34-year-old. He's playing for Columbus as a right back. All right. So yeah, so they beat New England, right? 1-0. Okay, so so that means they're going to the final. So they are the champions. They are the Eastern Conference champion right now. So on the other side in the West, you have Seattle, who's going to play Minnesota. Okay, so this is a good game because Seattle was second in the West and Minnesota was fourth. That means they had good records, right? They had good records, pretty much close. So it's going to be a good game. And also there, right? So the game is going to be actually, so like I said, tomorrow, Monday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. So the game is going to be in Seattle, of course, because Seattle is first, right? And yeah, so I just discovered for you guys that we have another African player that's gonna play, who's gonna play tomorrow, right? And he's part of the Minnesota team, right? So, and he's actually from Cameroon, right? So his name is just bear with me. I gotta do my research, right? Okay, so his name is Nuho, right? So he's from Cameroon, and who knew about this? So yep, that's what it is. So Seattle is playing Minnesota tomorrow, and we're gonna know who's gonna be in the finals. And the finals are gonna play December 12th between Columbus and the winner of that game. All right. Okay. So let's switch to Europe. So for people who wanted to know about Europe, well, we have you have internet, you can look up, but there were some good games. So let's start with the English Premier League. Okay. And there are some good game yesterday. All right. Like Manchester City beat Fulham 2-0. Everton draw with Burnley 1-1. Manchester United beat West Ham United 3-1, right? So you got to say kudos to those soccer players, because right now the Champions League is happening, and you have them still playing their league, right? So they're playing on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then they have to come back on Saturday and Sunday to play their league. Yeah, of course they have to do that. It's a compressed time now because of the COVID, right? Everything started late, and the situation is not easy. They're playing without the fans, without big motivation, but they're still playing. And Chelsea beat Leeds United 3-1. Okay. Today there were 4 games as well. The big game is Tottenham. Tottenham, as you know, right now is the leader in the English Premier League. Their coach is Jose Mourinho, and they beat Arsenal 2-0. And I just heard from someone on social media that at home Arsenal never beat Jose Mourinho. All right, can you believe that? So yes, so this is happening. All right. Okay, so Liverpool beat Wolverhampton 4-0. All right. Liverpool is also, as you know, former European champions, former champions in England. So we expect a lot from them. So today actually, they beat 4-0, and we have a surprise scorer. His name is Joel Matip. He's a defender, but he scored today at the 67th minute, right? So Wijnaldum scored. Salah scored first in the 24th minute. Wijnaldum scored 58th minute. Matip scored at 67th minute, and Nelson Semedo scored at the 78th minute. Okay. Leicester City, also another good team. They beat Sheffield United 2-1. So the table, you have top of the table, you have Tottenham with 24 points. They are tied, right? Liverpool is coming back. They are tied with Liverpool 24 points, and Chelsea is climbing the ladder. They have 22 points, and Leicester City 21. Manchester United 19. It's now the big names are still there, and it's pretty tight. Manchester City is climbing up as well. They have 18 points. They were pretty much in the middle of the table last week, right? And they're followed by West Ham 17, Southampton 17, Everton 17. It's pretty tight there. The league is still, it's just started. It's still young, as you can see, right? And yep. So yeah. So where is Arsenal? Arsenal is 15. They are in the middle. Yeah, I could say even below the second half of the table. So Arsenal is doing pretty bad. They have only 13 points. So going to Spain. So the Barcelona fans are pretty much, deceived, right? Because they keep losing. They lost to Cadiz. Even though Messi got arrested during the Champions League and he played this game, they couldn't win. They lost 2-1. It looks like the defense this year is pretty bad for Barcelona, FC Barcelona. And Real Madrid, on its side, they beat Sevilla, right? So in the table, right? Atletico Madrid with only 10 games, right? They are first with 26 points. And the other Real Sociedad, so from Sociedad, right, is second with 25 points, surprisingly. Villarreal is third with 21. Real Madrid fourth with 20. Right? Sevilla is sixth with 16. And Barcelona is 9. They are pretty below with bear with me, with 14 points. Okay. All right. So let's go to Italy. We have to follow Italy now because Cristiano Ronaldo is right there. Cristiano Ronaldo now, his name is CR750. You know why? Because he scored a goal. He scored goals in the Champions League, and that was his 750 goals uh, of his career. So it's a CR7, also CR750. Remember this, right? He's on pace to be the best player. He's amongst the best player. Neck to neck with Messi. Sometimes, some years, right? And anyways, he's for sure the best scorer in Europe. Okay, all right. So we had yesterday. Actually, Juventus beat Torino 2-1, right? And let's see if Ronaldo scored. He didn't score, but he's a great player, right? So, and Lazio beat Spezia Calcio 2-1. Inter Milan, who's struggling in the Champions League, they beat Bologna 3-1. Today, some notable games is AC Milan, where Ibrahimovic is playing. They beat Sampdoria 2-1. Atalanta game has been postponed, right? So, sometimes games get postponed with the COVID situation. When you see there's a lot of cases in COVID-19, right? So, table you have AC Milan is first, 26 points. Inter Milan is second, 21 points. So Milan City is going well, right? So where my Milan City fans at, right? So Napoli has 20, Juve has 20, Juventus, and good team like Roma have only 18. They are sixth. Okay. Yeah. So let's stop right there with the soccer. Okay. Of course, you have the German soccer where we know Bayern Munich is always the best. Okay, and but one thing that we know in German soccer is that we have one very young talent also coming from Africa, and he's playing for Dortmund, and his name is Youssoufa Moukoko. All right, so let's see what happened today or yesterday. So they draw 1-1 with Frankfurt. Okay, and Moukoko was on the bench. He replaced Dahoud, right? And so Moukoko, as you know, he's from Cameroon. Or if you don't know, he's from Cameroon. He's 16 years old, ladies and gentlemen. 16 years old. He just got 16 years old in November 20th, right? It's pretty young. He started playing for Dortmund reserve at 14, right? And he's born in Cameroon, Yaoundé, and he's about he's pretty much the future of Dortmund. Okay, he's the future, right? So remember that name, Youssoufa Moukoko from Africa, Cameroon. Okay, he's just like the other young talents that we talked about here in TFC as Priso, also from Cameroon. We have another one. The other one is Clement Bahia, playing for Impact Montreal, right? So Africa has a lot of good talents. So you have the young Canadian Davis, playing in Europe, right? So that's a pretty good future for Africa and or Canada, right? Okay, so right now let's take a pause, and we're gonna switch to purely North American, not just purely, but notable leagues, NBA and NFL in a bit. All right, stay tuned. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Soon we're coming back. Right. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to DimDim Sports Show. So if you want to tune in on your tuning app, just go ahead and look for KilimanjaroRadio.com. www.kmdradio.com. You want to go online and listen to us right now. And of course, we are live on Facebook and on our YouTube channel, Kilimanjaro Radio, and of course on my Facebook page, DimDim Biba. I'm DimDim Biba, your sports host, right, of the DimDim Sports Show. Okay, so we are with the NBA right now. Okay. All right. So, NBA is back. Well, not fully back, but it's been announced that the NBA is gonna be starting again on December 22nd. They're gonna play 72 games instead of 82. Okay, so you can follow your favorite teams starting December 22nd. They already started the media access to the teams, and we have some great news. Okay, the schedule is already up. The schedule from December 22nd to the end, playoff, right? And we even have the Christmas game schedule. Okay, so the first game, okay, is gonna start on, like I said, December 22nd, the first game, and we're gonna have a double header. The Clippers playing the Lakers, and the Golden State Warriors playing the Brooklyn Nets. On unfortunately, with the Golden State Warriors, we don't have Klay Thompson, Achilles injuries, okay, and but we have Kevin Durant back for the Brooklyn Nets, and he's playing with Kyrie Irving, right? So this is gonna be great if you like the NBA basketball. We still have a lot of like the trade deadline is not up yet. We don't even have a date yet. It's gonna be maybe March, but it started a couple of weeks ago, and we had some great some big trades, right? Latest trade is John Wall and Russell Westbrook are switching teams. They've been traded each other. So Houston Rockets is getting John Wall, who has not played for 2 years because of a heel injury, and then bruised heel, and then at home he ruptured his Achilles tendons. So for 2 years he hasn't played, right? Him and the first round pick next year are going to Houston, right? And Russell Westbrook, who's been saying he wants out of Houston, now he's gonna play for Washington Wizards. Okay, so we don't know how that's gonna play out. Okay, in Houston, same problem in Houston. The same problem that we said Russell Westbrook gonna have with James Harden. Okay, the basketball court doesn't have two balls. John Wall likes the ball, and James Harden likes the ball. Okay, so right now James Harden wants to go out of Houston, but he wants to go to Brooklyn. So this is pretty much difficult because Brooklyn say if you want James Harden, Rockets say if you want James Harden, give me either KD or Kyrie Irving. So I think James Harden is gonna stay, and by March we're gonna see after 20 games, 25 games, we're gonna see if he's gonna like the John Hall cohabitation, you know, and we'll see what's gonna happen. So that was the biggest trade lately. So if you want to rank the trades, the colleagues, broadcaster colleagues are saying that the Lakers are the winner, right? They won the championship, but they did some big trades, good trades for them, right? Which is unbelievable from a championship team, okay? And you know, they got Schroeder as a point guard. And by the way, a little bit of controversy. Schroeder just said that he's gonna start as a point guard. Oh, we know that the real point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers is LeBron James. So what is he gonna try to do, right? Is Rob Pelinka aware of this? Did he allow this? Was it the condition for him to come to LA? So we know we're gonna see. But to me, it's just talking, because once they are on the ground, on the field, LeBron James is gonna get the ball and he's gonna play the point guard position. So no matter what Schroeder wanna do, whether he's a starter or not, right? That's what's gonna happen. Maybe when LeBron is out of the field, you know, resting, then he's gonna be the main point guard. But for now, that's how it is. Okay. So they re-signed Markieff Morris. Even though what's his name? Dwight Howard went to Philly to help Joel Embiid, or fellow Cameroonian Joel Embiid. So he went there, and also Danny Green went there to Philly. So even though they left, and also Javal McGee, right, two-time champion with the Warriors and Lakers. He went to Cleveland. Okay. They got Marc Gasol, right? He's old, but he's still pretty good. Okay. And guess what? They also got Montrezl Harrell from the Clippers. And the Clippers got themselves Serge Ibaka from the former champion Toronto Raptors, and that's bad for Toronto Raptors. But hey, you know, it's not about getting a name. It's about playing now, right? Playing on the field, and we see what's going to happen, right? My prediction is still Lakers versus Toronto Raptors in the finals. So who want to bet with me? So it's going to happen, right? So Raptors are still amongst the best teams in the East, even though they lost Serge Ibaka. Okay. The Milwaukee Bucks are, I feel a little bit sorry for the MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? Our Nigerian-born fella, right, from Greece. He wants to win. He is hesitating. Anyway, next year he can be a free agent. They were supposed to get Bogdan Bojanovic. It didn't work. They only got another player, really good. I'll give you the name later. But the Milwaukee Bucks are still not a great team, right? So we don't know how they're gonna do. I don't see them winning the championship, anyways, right? Maybe they can get to the finals, or maybe to the Eastern Conference. But even that, Miami is still there. Toronto is still there. The Boston Celtics just got Tristan Thompson, right? It's not nothing, eh? I know you guys are saying Tristan Thompson is a Kardashian, right? But no, Tristan Thompson he's pretty good when he's playing. Seriously. So Jeff Teague also is with the Boston Celtics. So Boston Celtics are in the mix. Boston Celtics, the Brooklyn Nets, the Miami Heat, the Toronto Raptors, the Philadelphia Sixers, and Milwaukee Bucks. The East is gonna be very competitive, right? Yes. So yep. And in the NBA, so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. We have some news, bad news, and all that. Like the Trailblazers, they closed their practice facility because of the positive case in COVID-19. Talking about James Harden. James Harden wants to lead the Rockets, and the new coach doesn't even know. We asked the new coach, are you confident James Harden is gonna stay? And Silas, coach, is saying you have to ask James Harden. So this is what it is. So some players are pretty much divas now, right? But it's their right? They wanna win championship. They wanna play with other players. They decide what they want to do. It's their money. They decide what kind of contract they want, if they can get paid. I think in previous years, the owners of the team were holding all the cards, but now the players are holding some cards. Okay, so it's not like before, right? All right, so. Anyways, let's connect via social media on my page DimDim Biba, and you let me know what you think. I'm always, sharing the news over there, the DimDim Sports Show page as well. So let me know what you think of the NBA. Who do you think is going to win the NBA championship this year, right? Yeah, another thing is Karl Anthony Towns, a real pity for him. He lost 7 members of his family with the COVID situation. So it's pretty bad. So hopefully that they find the vaccine and they decide to, anyway, whoever wants to take the vaccine and they relax a little bit the confinement and the quarantine stuff. Okay. All right. So we're gonna switch soon to the NFL, right? And NFL. So NFL is happening. The Super Bowl is gonna be in February. The playoffs gonna start in January. We're already at week 13, right? So we have 4 weeks left after today, right? And we had some good news, especially on the side of New York, where the New York Giants are right now the leaders of the NFC East. Okay, so Daniel Jones is doing good, and right now the Giants are playing the Seattle Seahawks, and surprisingly the Giants are leading 17-5. Okay, it's only the beginning of the fourth quarter, but who knows? If they win this game, they're gonna go 5 wins and 7 losses, and gonna keep their places. If they lose this game and the the Washington football team win the game tomorrow on Monday football, right? Football night, Monday night football. Sorry, MNF. Then the Washington team is gonna be first. Dallas Cowboys is at the bottom of the NFC East, America's football team, but there's still games to play. They are playing the Baltimore Ravens, who are not doing well as well on Tuesday. All right. Okay. So today, Sunday, the Patriots are leading the Los Angeles Chargers 35-0. Cam Newton and Cam Newton is doing good, right? With the New England Patriots. Well, overall they're not doing great, but today looks like they are on pace to win the game. All right. So, exactly. So the LA Rams are winning the leading Cardinals 24-20. The Eagles, also another surprisingly bad team in the NFC East. They are losing to the Green Bay Packers. No surprise, of course, with the bad man, as some will say, the bad man, Aaron Rodgers, right? So, all right. So in the standings, so right now, if you have to play the playoffs right now, here's the playoff pictures. You're gonna have a wild card right now with the Kansas City Chiefs of Patrick Mahomes, the current MVP. They are second in the AFC, right? So they will play the Indiana Colts, who are 7. The Buffalo Bills are still in the playoff picture, so that's pretty good. Buffalo Bills coming back to the playoffs. It's been a while, right? They are gonna play the Miami Dolphins, and Tennessee Titans gonna play Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns also is back to the playoff picture, right? They have a record of 8-3 right now, which is pretty great, right? Even though OBG 13, Odell Beckham Jr. is injured out of the season, they are still competing, right? Thanks to the new point guard. No need to say the name. And Pittsburgh also they are first. The Pittsburgh Steelers, ladies and gentlemen, are undefeated. 10 wins, 0. 10 wins, 0 or 11 wins, 0, right? So 11-0. That's right. So 11 wins and 0 defeat, 0 losses. Okay, so they're gonna have a bye, and they will wait for the winner of the game Titans versus Browns, right? Like, that's the picture today. Okay, the picture today on the NFC side is New Orleans Saints. Okay, New Orleans Saints they are first on the bye, and the Seahawks will play Cardinals, Arizona. The Packers will play the Buccaneers of Tom Brady, right? Buccaneers are still they're in the picture, thanks to Tom Brady, of course. I can say but they are struggling. They lost like three games in a row, and the New York Giants will play LA, the Los Angeles Rams, right? And of course, New Orleans Saints will have a bye week and wait for the game Giants LA Rams winner. So that's the picture right now today. So today the Saints beat the Falcons. Detroit beat Chicago. Indiana beat Houston. Raiders beat the Jets, New York Jets. The Browns beat the Titans by a narrow score, 41-35. Pretty good game. The Dolphins, Miami, beat the Bengals. And yep. Trying to find out if Tulaya came back from his injury. Yeah. Tua Tagovailoa, sorry. He came back to play. So he got injured in a hand, and yeah, the rookie, one of the best quarterback rookie that was in the draft, came back to play today. His name is Tua. So the Vikings, Minnesota beat the Jaguars. Jaguars are pretty bad. They only got one win so far. And soon the Washington football team is going to play the Pittsburgh Steelers. So of course you know who's going to win. And the Buffalo Bills are playing the 49ers. So it could be a pretty good game, but I'm betting for the Buffalo Bills. And Tuesday, the Dallas Cowboys game, it was reported it was supposed to be a Thanksgiving game, so it was pushed to Tuesday. So the Cowboys playing the Ravens. The Ravens had a Thanksgiving game postponed with the Steelers already played. So, but on Tuesday the Cowboys are playing the Ravens at 8 p.m. right? And this week Carolina and Tampa Bay, Tom Brady are not playing. Okay, so. That was it for the news of the NFL, and of course I'm trying also to insert that because I like a lot of Formula One. So you know that Lewis Hamilton contracted the COVID-19 disease, so he couldn't race. The Saki Grand Prix, which is actually in Bahrain, but just a different circuit, right? And George Russell, the young talent, George Russell, 22 years old, was using the Lewis Hamilton car with Mercedes. So he finished second in the qualifying, right? And today, in the circuit, he was leading the race pretty much all the way, and he did some big mistake in the pit. He also got a puncture in a tire, so he didn't win the race. He's supposed to be first, so but still he finished 9, and it's apparently his best record, being 9 in a Formula One race type of race for the young George Russell, trying to be in Lewis Hamilton shoes. So we wish Lewis Hamilton well, a good recovery, but you know that he's not racing right now. So Perez won his first podium, first race. From Racing Point, Ocon from Renault was second, and Stroll was third. Can't believe that there was no Ferrari, no Red Bulls on the podium when I know Bottas was still here for Mercedes. But Hamilton was not there, but they didn't take advantage. So hey, it is what it is. Anyways, Lewis Hamilton also already secured the championship, and Mercedes already secured the, you know, the constructors championship, right? So that's what it is, right? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, so that was today is September 6th, Sunday, on a bright Sunday, cold but sunny Sunday. Evening, right? So thank you for listening to us. If you missed this, you're gonna check it on YouTube, right? So Facebook is acting up, right? We got cut off a little bit, but on YouTube we're there, and of course we're gonna replay this. We're gonna replay this later on during the week. The DimDim Sports Show is here for you, all right? And every Sunday, 5:30 p.m. we are live. We're on air. And stay tuned. Always connect to www.kmdradio.com for your great shows during the week, during the weekend, and during the week you have your musical streaming. Okay, your best Afro online radio is the KMD radio station. Okay, stay tuned. Thank you very much.
lolesa mona banovya babena ikele fesi Musewe mwatiketi chisi tekani nefi lolesa mona banovya babena ikele fe tondolo siketi yobeni
Il y a peu de bonheur quand tu vas voir ailleurs, comme un vide à la maison. Là tu m'as fait beau pour cacher mes pansements. J'ai dû racheter ma peau. Tu sais comment je t'aime, j'en ai perdu la raison. Moi je suis qu'un homme, j'attends la pluie pour pleurer. Solo dans mes peurs, où est ta main pour m'aider? Il n'y a que toi, bébé t'es mon étoile. C'est dans ton cœur qu'il faut que j'y berne. Et tous les soirs, quand je perds mes pétales, y a que ton cœur qui peut me matrixer. C'est la folie, je tombe dans le vide. Tu m'avais promis, je tombe dans le vide. C'est la folie, je tombe dans le vide. Tu m'avais promis, je tombe dans le vide. Tu m'avais promis, remémore quand il n'y avait pas tous ces conflits. J'ai agrippé ton cœur, mais il n'y avait pas de consigne. On fera pas de cinéma. T'as fait des erreurs, c'est l'humain. Entre moi et toi, y a le mal. Fais-moi bisou, bébé, fais-moi un bisou. Fais-moi un bisou, bébé, fais-moi un bisou. Il n'y a que toi, bébé, t'es mon étoile. C'est dans ton cœur qu'il faut que j'hiberne. Et tous les soirs, quand je perds mes pétales, y a que ton cœur qui peut me matrixer. C'est la folie, je tombe dans le vide. Tu m'avais promis, je tombe dans le vide. C'est la folie, je tombe dans le vide. Tu m'avais promis, je tombe dans le vide. Il n'y a que toi, bébé, t'es mon étoile. C'est dans ton cœur qu'il faut que j'hiberne. Et tous les soirs, quand je perds mes pétales, y a que ton cœur qui peut me matrixer. C'est la folie, je tombe dans le vide. Tu m'avais promis, je tombe dans le vide. C'est la folie, je tombe dans le vide. Tu m'avais promis, je tombe dans le vide.
AWA the Mafia, man.
Chacun fait sa route, je te veux plus sur mon chemin. T'es pas à la hauteur, je te donnerai pas ma main. Toi tu veux mon liquide, 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 tous les week-ends, liquide, 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 tous les week-ends, Bébé, je t'ai laissé, t'es du père. Tous mes sentiments pris du ferme. Aucune remise de peine sur la mélo. Mon cœur sort des favelas. En amour, faut pas compter. Elle veut de l'or dans son verre. Ma demoiselle est surcotée. Moi, j'ai dû laisser tomber. Les enferme la portière. Je ne veux plus de billets dans ma voiture. Elle regarde mes snaps, mais j'ai déjà bloqué. Mais je repense à son boule toute la noche. Chacun fait sa route, je te veux plus sur mon chemin. T'es pas à la hauteur, je te donnerai pas ma main. Toi tu veux mon liquide, 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 tous les week-ends, liquide, 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 tous les week-ends, toute la noche, bébé je vais pas mentir. Pour commencer, faudra parler français.